Today we'll be speaking to Rishad, who is a professor in accounting. So, Rishad, to start off, could you tell us what the various commerce subject and degrees are in university?
So, in India, and we have the major BCom course, right? So there are 5 to 6 types of courses which we have and which you can graduate under BCom, right? The first one is the normal BCom which you do in accounts. Then there is BFM, Bachelor in Financial Market. There is BMS, which is Bachelor in Management Studies. There is Banking and Insurance, and there is uh, Bachelor in Accountancy and Finance, and there also is BAF. Uh, there also is BBA. Sorry, BAF is Bachelor in Accountancy and Finance. There also is BBA. So all these courses available mostly have similar subjects. Okay, in the initial years, along with commerce and accounts, there is FC, EVS, maths, right, along with economics. Second year, there are more additional accounting subjects. Okay, so instead of one, there are two account subjects and commerce. There is law, there is FC once again. Okay, there is advertising, which is another commerce subject. That is in BCom. Same way in BMS, BAF, BBI, BFM, there will be additional subjects related to that course. For example, financial markets will have more subjects related to financial markets. Banking and insurance would have more subjects related to banking or insurance. Similar way in PY, the course gets more specialized where there are more accounting subjects. There is a subject named as even IAPM in BCom. BMS has more of management subjects or finance related subjects depending what a student chooses. Similar with BFM and BBI and BAF, where there are in BAF there are more accounting subjects. Out of 6, I think 5 subjects are accounting subjects. Banking and insurance, there are more 4 to 5 subjects are banking related subjects. And even BFM has more of market related subjects. Sure, that is the financial market related subjects. So these are the courses which we have and the various subjects which you have as per which specialization you are taking under the Bachelor in Commerce course.
Okay, it's great to hear so many different courses which students can take during their undergraduate course. So, could you tell us the benefits of studying accounting and commerce?
So as of today, most white collar job in corporates are either related to accounts or they are related to marketing or they are related to human resource, right? All these 3 jobs require you to do a commerce degree because undergraduate commerce course, whichever course you take, teaches you marketing as a subject, teaches you accounts as a subject in all the years, including even postgrad. Teaches you even human resource as a subject, right? So all the benefits are that most blue collar jobs out there in the corporate are related to one of these fields. Even banking and non-banking financial companies require you to understand banking, commerce, finance, and to be a graduate or a postgraduate in any of the commerce related or accounts related subjects. Okay, so if you see out there, a corporate today would prefer a BCom than a BA or a BSc to work for them. Similar way with the banking or the NBFC industry. Unless it's a technical job, most of the jobs I think today would prefer a BCom graduate or a postgraduate.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, how do students decide what to specialize in commerce?
So as I said previously, you have around 5 to 6 different courses under which you can graduate in BCom. One of it is plain BCom, that is in accounts. One of that is BMS, BAF, BBI. Right? After you are 18 and when you have cleared your 12th standard, in case a person is more related into financial markets, he would choose BFM. He is more related to pursue banking, he could select BBI. He's more interested in selecting management studies, he would select BMS, right? In case he is interested in starting BCom generally, so he would go for BCom. If they are very good in accounts, along with BCom, they also prefer doing chartered accountancy. Okay, if they are interested in joining a corporate at a top level, they could also pursue company secretary. Okay, so depending on their interest, they would prefer selecting. Amongst all the courses, the most hyped up course is BMS. Even BFM and BPI is picking up. Someone who is really interested in accountancy would either do BAF, and along with that, chartered accountancy would help him. BAF is the closest course to chartered accountancy. Why I am saying that is that most of the BAF subjects are related to accounts, and a very high level of accounts is taught in BAF as compared to any of the other courses. Okay, so there are students who do BCom and or BAF, and along with BAF, many do chartered accountancy. In BCom, there are people who do chartered accountancy, along with that, company secretary, and many other courses which they would prefer to pursue their careers in would also be done while doing BCom.
Okay. So, what do you think are the skills that are necessary for students to have when pursuing accounting as a subject and profession?
So, accounts is an extremely logical subject, right? So, the first and the foremost skill required is logic. It's not intelligence, it's not something you need to be very, very smart, but it's a logical subject, and the biggest thing which you require as a student is logic. Once you understand the accounting logic in your initial stage and 11th standard itself, I think I have seen students cruising through till their TY, okay, or even in the post-graduation. Once it's difficult to set the logic in the initial stages in the 11th standard. I have seen students taking a month, 2 months, 3 months to understand the basics of accounts. But once they have understood these basics, I think they have had a good time, even if they were not so good in maths or science in their 9th and 10th standard. Still, they will cruise through once they understand the accounting logic. Some children get it soon, some children take a few months, but ultimately, I think till 12th standard, ultimately, I think everyone gets it. And as I said, logic is the main thing which is required for a student in accounts. When you talk about profession, once you have done your graduation or post-graduation in, that is either MCom or MBA, and if your work, your profession is related to accounting, then most of the companies today use different softwares to write books of accounts. There are softwares from Oracle, there could be software from, few companies could use an Oracle software, few companies could use a software of Infosys, few could be using a software of Wipro. So different companies use different softwares, right? So the technical knowledge of the software is given by the company itself while they are, after they get a job and while they are training. Okay, so once you have that knowledge of different softwares of how to write accounts, so once the graduate or the postgraduate degree is there, the knowledge about that software of how to write the accounts in the software is given by the company itself. There are courses also which you can do of how to write the books of accounts in those different softwares. Different softwares teaches you how to write books of accounts in different ways, right? The major crux, the major logic remains the same, but there is a different type in which you can write accounts in different softwares. So once you understand that, the demand for your specific skill of writing accounts in a particular software is very, very high. So if you understand how to write accounts in Oracle, you can pursue in the initial stages. Your demand won't be so high, your packages won't be so high, but slowly and steadily, as you grow in experience, as you know more accounting stuff of how to write accounts in those different softwares, your demand will increase and your packages also will increase.
Okay, thank you so much for that, and thank you for taking the time. All the best.